Japan is currently grappling with one of the most severe winter seasons in recent history. A relentless winter-type pressure pattern has funneled freezing Arctic air across the Sea of Japan, dumping historic levels of snow across the archipelago. From the northern reaches of Hokkaido to the coastal towns of Sanin, the nation is struggling to maintain basic infrastructure as the snow depth in several regions has exceeded double the annual average. According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, the primary driver behind this extreme weather is a powerful Japan Sea Polar Air Mass Convergence Zone, JPC. This meteorological phenomenon occurs when cold air from Siberia hits the mountains of North Korea and splits only to recombine over the warmer waters of the Sea of Japan. The resulting moist, unstable air creates snow clouds of immense vertical thickness, which then collide with Japan's central mountain ranges, releasing massive amounts of snow in a very short period. The human cost of the storm has been tested. Disaster Management Agency has confirmed 27 fatalities linked directly to the heavy snowfall since mid-January. The majority of deaths have occurred in Niigata, Akita, and Yamagata prefectures. Analysis of the casualties reveals a grim pattern. Over 60% of the victims were elderly residents who fell while attempting to clear heavy snow from their roofs. Several individuals were found buried under snow that fell from their own rooftops or were caught in small-scale avalanches while clearing driveways. At least 3 deaths were attributed to CO poisoning, as residents stayed in snow-buried cars with blocked exhaust pipes to keep warm during traffic standstills. The legendary Tsukayu Anen area recorded a snow depth of 4.66 m, approximately 15 ft, maintaining its reputation as one of the snowiest inhabited places on Earth. The city of Wuhan saw over 90 cm of fresh snow in a single 24-hour window, bringing its total snowpack to nearly 3 meters. The capital city, Sapporo, was hit by a once-in-a-decade blizzard that shut down the city's iconic tram system for the first time in years. News Airport and Toyama Airport have seen hundreds of flight cancellations. On February 1st alone, over 500 passengers were forced to spend the night in terminals, as runways could not be cleared fast enough. The Ketsu and Hokuriku expressways experienced massive vehicular gridlocks. In one instance, nearly 200 vehicles were stranded for over 40 hours. The Japan Ground Self-Defense Force, JGSDF, was deployed to distribute fuel, food, and blankets to those trapped in their cars. East Japan Railway JR East suspended several Shinkansen bullet train lines between Tokyo and Niigata due to visibility issues and the risk of snow falling from overhead cables. The economic toll is estimated to be in the billions of yen. Supply chains for just-in-time manufacturing, particularly in the automotive sector, have been disrupted as trucks cannot reach factories in central Japan. Furthermore, power outages have affected approximately 20,000 households as heavy, wet snow cause power lines to snap and trees to collapse onto electrical grids. The agricultural sector is also reeling. Greenhouse structures in Nagano and Yamanashi have collapsed under the sheer weight of the snow, threatening the spring harvest of premium fruits and vegetables. Prime Minister's office has activated a disaster response task force. "Our priority is the preservation of life," stated the government spokesperson. The central government has unlocked emergency special local allocation tax funds to help municipalities cover the soaring costs of snow removal. Over 1,000 JGSDF personnel are currently on the ground in the hardest-hit prefectures, assisting in clearing paths to isolated mountainous villages where elderly residents are cut off from medical supplies. The JMA warns that while a brief reprieve is expected mid-week, another cold front is brewing over the Eurasian continent. Residents are urged to remain vigilant against avalanches as temperatures fluctuate, causing the heavy snowpack to become unstable. Meanwhile, the prefecture of Aomori, long known as the snowiest major region on Earth, is currently facing a meteorological crisis of historic proportions. An intensified Siberian cold front has collided with the moist air over the Sea of Japan, creating a stationary snow train that has dumped over 2 mm of snow on Aomori City in less than 72 hours, bringing the city of nearly 300 Aomori people to a virtual standstill. As of Monday morning, the Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, reported that snow accumulation in Tsukayu, a mountainous area in Aomori, has reached a staggering 4.8 min, 15.7 ft. In Aomori City itself. The snow depth has surpassed 2 centimeters, nearly triple the average for early February. The phenomenon driven by the Japan Sea Polar Air Mass Convergence Zone (JPCZ) has created whiteout conditions so severe that visibility in the downtown districts has frequently dropped to less than 5 mm. This has forced the local government to issue its highest-level weather advisory, urging residents to remain indoors, as the weight of the snow begins to threaten the structural integrity of older buildings. The human cost of this once-in-a-generation storm is rising. The Aomori Prefectural Police confirmed that 4 residents have lost their lives over the weekend. 2 elderly men in Hiyasaki died after falling while attempting to clear snow from their rooftops. In Hachino, a woman was found deceased after being trapped under a massive snowslide from her own garage roof. Over 15 mountainous hamlets in the Hakakota region are currently landlocked with roads completely impassable. Governor of Aomori has officially requested the intervention of the Japan Self-Defense Forces (JSDF). Soldiers have been deployed to assist in manual snow removal for vulnerable households and to clear access routes to hospitals and emergency centers. Aomori serves as the critical gateway between Japan's main island, Honshu, and the northern island of Hokkaido. This gateway is currently shut. Aomori Airport, famous for its White Impulse snow-clearing team, has finally met its match. Despite 24-hour operations, the rate of snowfall has outpaced the heavy machinery, leading to the cancellation of all flights to Tokyo and Osaka. JR East has suspended the Tohoku Shinkansen between Moroka and Shinomori stations due to the risk of snow smoke affecting electrical systems and track sensors. Local lines are expected to remain out of service for at least 48 hours. While the undersea tunnel to Hokkaido remains functional, the access tracks on the Aomori side are heavily congested, causing massive delays for freight trains carrying essential food supplies. Heavy wet snow has caused power lines to snap in the Mutsu Peninsula, leaving approximately 8,000 homes without heating in sub-zero temperatures. Convenience stores across the prefecture are reporting empty shelves as delivery trucks from the south are stranded on the Tohoku Expressway. The famous apple storehouses of Aomori are under threat. While the fruit is harvested in autumn, the weight of the snow is causing greenhouse collapse in many orchards, potentially damaging the trees for the coming season. Aomori City spends over 35 billion yen annually on snow removal, the highest budget of its kind in the world. However, officials admit this storm is different. The sheer density of the snow is breaking our equipment, said a representative from the Municipal Snow Removal Task Force. The city has deployed over 800 specialized vehicles, but they are struggling to find places to dump the excess snow, as designated snow melting pits and river dumping sites have reached maximum capacity. Meanwhile, the coastal prefecture of Niigata, often referred to as Japan's snow country, is currently the epicenter of a massive winter weather crisis. A relentless Arctic oscillation has brought unprecedented snowfall to the region, with some inland areas reporting over 2.5 mm, 8.2 ft of accumulation in just 48 hours, leading to a complete shutdown of major transportation arteries and several fatalities. According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, JMA, Niigata is being battered by a particularly intense Japan Sea Polar Air Mass Convergence Zone, JPCZ. This system has stalled over the prefecture, fueled by the temperature gradient between the freezing Siberian air and the relatively warm waters of the Sea of Japan. The resulting snow trains have targeted the Wanuma and Chuetsu districts. Specifically, as of Monday evening, Wanuma City recorded a snow depth of 270 centimeters, while the mountain passes in Yuzawa have surpassed the 3.5 mark, figures that are nearly 250% higher than the seasonal average. The Niigata prefectural government has officially confirmed 14 deaths across the prefecture since the storm intensified on January 25th. The majority of victims were elderly residents in rural areas who suffered fatal falls from rooftops or were buried by roof avalanches while attempting to clear their property. Emergency services rescued over 40 people from vehicles trapped on expressways, several of whom were treated for carbon monoxide poisoning after snow blocked their car exhaust pipes. Approximately 1,200 households in the mountainous regions of Nagoka and Tokamachi are currently cut off from the outside world due to massive snowdrifts blocking all access roads. The Konetsu Expressway and the Hokuriku Expressway have seen sections closed for over 72 hours. At its peak, a massive traffic jam involving nearly 2 EU vehicles stretched for over 15 kilometers near the Konetsu Tunnel. JR East has suspended all Joetsu Shinkansen services between Ichigo-Yuzawa and Niigata Station due to snow smoke reducing visibility to zero. Local lines remain buried with many trains abandoned at stations. All domestic flights connecting Niigata to Osaka, Nagoya, and Sapporo have been cancelled. The airport's ground crews are struggling to keep the runways clear despite working in 12-hour shifts. Roughly 15 Zuru homes have experienced intermittent power outages as heavy moisture-laden snow caused hundreds of trees to collapse onto power lines. Major retail chains have reported severe shortages of fresh food and kerosene, essential for heating, as delivery trucks remain stranded on the highways. Several traditional wooden structures and greenhouses in the Soto Island area have collapsed under the weight of the snow, which is unusually heavy and wet this season. Over 500 soldiers have arrived in the prefecture to assist with manual snow removal for the elderly and to clear paths for emergency medical vehicles. The central government in Tokyo has designated the situation a serious disaster, allowing for the release of emergency funds to cover the astronomical costs of snow removal, which have already exceeded the prefecture's annual budget. Forecasters at the Niigata Local Meteorological Observatory warned that while the JPCZ may weaken slightly by Wednesday, another cold surge is expected by the weekend. Residents are being warned of avalanches as temperatures rise slightly during the day, making the existing snowpack extremely unstable.